Alright, this morning we're making breakfast casserole. I got my bacon going. In this pan, I've got the sausage browning in that pan. Then we're going to put some potatoes on top. Now, I shredded these a while ago, so they're already starting to turn, but that's okay. So we tried slicing it like this with this side of the shredder. This super fine shredded came from this side where you can go up and down. And then this came from just the regular shredded side. So I think we're going to use more of this. And we're going to sprinkle the potatoes like on top of the casserole. As of right this second, I've got this casserole dish. I'm using my biggest one, which is like a 10.5 by 14 3/4. You can use regular 9 by 13. I just like using this big one. I've got some olive oil drizzled down in the bottom. I'm just going to take this paper towel and just spread it all over the sides of this pan. And as you can tell, this pan is probably my favorite one to use. I use it all the time, so it gets kind of stained up a little bit, but it's okay. Alrighty, so we're just going to spread this around. Alright, so I've got about 15 eggs in here with the scrambled sausage, and then I rough cut the bacon, just kind of rough chop the bacon up and stick it in here. Probably going to put at least 3 more eggs in here, maybe more. The eggs, the amount is just to however much you want in your dish. I took the round potatoes, little round chip things, and I'm just kind of giving them a head start on the cooking. These I'm going to put inside the casserole with the other meat. Okay, so I've ended up putting 24 eggs, 2 dozen eggs in here. So I'm just going to mix these all up and everything. Mix these eggs in with all these other eggs. And that should be plenty. Breakfast casserole is pretty much you put whatever meat you want in here. Put bacon and sausage, chorizo, Kaneka sausage, whatever, turkey, bacon, whatever breakfast meat, ham, regular turkey, whatever meat you want in there. I'm also over here, I'm also frying up some diced up Spam that I'm going to put in here. So we're going to have 3 different kinds of meats. We're going to have bacon, sausage, and Spam in here. It's going to be so good. Alrighty, so now I'm going to let that finish brown some more. Here's the potato sauce. I didn't cook them completely. I just wanted to give them a head start. So now I'm fixing to dump them. I'm going to try to use my hands. Maybe they won't be too hot. And I'm going to try to kind of separate them and drop them in here. And then I'll mix them in together. Just kind of stir it around. And the shredded potatoes are going to go on top. This is about 3 potatoes. So, should be plenty. And I'll just do that. Oh, they're hot. See, I didn't get to move those around. That's hot. Still very hot. I guess I can peek through it. There we go. So that's what I'm just going to put the rest of these in here. And then when the Spam is browned, then I will put it on the napkin to drain a little grease and then put it in here. All right, now we're gonna season this. So we're gonna put some black pepper in it. You don't want to season it too heavy, but you can season it pretty heavy since it's got a lot of eggs and the raw. We'll have a lot of the raw potatoes. Then we're gonna put some Himalayan pink salt. Sprinkle it all along the top. And then I'm going to just kind of mix it in. Just gotta get it down in there. Alright. Next is going to be the Spam. Alright, now I'm going to mix the Spam in here like this and spread it out throughout the whole pan. That's all you're doing, is just kind of making sure everything is spread out so that every bite has a little bit of everything. I think when I did the 9 by 13, I only did like 15 eggs. This, like I said, is a bigger one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take some cheese, and I'm going to sprinkle it in here. Just nice and evenly, as much as your heart desires. And then I'm going to do like I did with the salt and pepper. I'm just going to kind of shove it kind of down in the egg mixture. Now, I'm going to sprinkle the shredded potatoes. I don't know if I want to use that. That is awful shredded. I'm just going to sprinkle it on the top. Like cheese. Yeah, sprinkling it like cheese. We just sprinkle cheese, now we're going to spread potatoes like cheese. And as you saw in the rounds, as it cooks, this reddish color will go away. That's just it reacting with the air. Yeah, I think that'd be enough. Potatoes in it and on top. Alright, now I'm going to rinse my hand off. Alright, then because that's raw potatoes, I'm just going to sprinkle a little more salt and pepper on it. You can put other seasonings. You could probably put some Cajun or hot sauce or whatever. Just season it like you would your eggs. Alright, then I can open this one-handed. I'm going to sprinkle some parsley flakes on top. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it in. The oven is preheated at 400. So I'm going to stick it in and I'm going to cook it at 400 for about probably about 30 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to check it probably about 25 minutes. And then for the last like 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'll sprinkle some more cheese on the top to and then cook it long enough to just let the cheese melt. Alright, so now it's been in there for about 25 minutes. You can see it's still, let me get the thing. Still not quite done, just a touch jiggly right there, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to sprinkle cheese on top. Get it nice and covered. There we go. That looks about good. We're going to put it back in the oven for about 10-15 minutes. Alright, so it's been cooking for another 15 minutes. Always kind of jiggle. If it doesn't jiggle, it's usually good, but I always like to just do this. Look down in there and make sure there's no runny egg whites, and there are not. This bad boy is done and ready to eat.